All right, welcome to What's Happened at the Cats. How are you, Sean?
Oh, I'm great, Katie. How are you today?
Good. I'm excited to talk about what we've got coming up. And today we have a very special guest, Kayti Patterson.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Producer of Brier Hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so we've had an amazing run, starting with the premiere of Brier Hill at the theater, at the Cat, and it was so successful. You guys had an amazing, elegant red carpet event with a Q&A afterwards. That was so successful. We showed it again. And then we showed it again, and here we are on our fourth run.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really heard of for to have this many showings and encores and things like that for an independent film like it is.
Yeah, it's had a lot of support. So take us back. Like, how did this start? Why did you guys want to tell us the story?
So with me and Jimmy, our main career path is photography. I've helped him on a bunch of different weddings and things, and he was telling me about the book and how he wants to do a movie and things like that at one of the weddings we were shooting while we were eating dinner and during the reception. And I was like, that sounds really fun. Like, I like organizing. I like doing this and that. I'm like, I'm not the artistic-y person for, creating a script, but the background of it sounds fun. And it kind of just rolled downhill from there of changing the book that he created into this movie and trying to recreate 1970s Youngstown.
Yeah, and Jimmy, you referring to Jimmy Tafe, and a great filmmaker, writer. We've had in the past before at the actual theater, had some of his premieres as well, Gemini, and some of his other movies that he's worked on. So what made you kind of choose our theater? I mean, we're grateful for that, but what made you make that choice?
Basically, the hospitality has been amazing with you both, obviously. The communication's great. We did try some other places closer to Youngstown, but there were some not returned phone calls or denials in those. And I'm sure there's lots of different independent films that I haven't seen in the area. And I don't know if there's bad taste in people's mouths, but once we came into Columbiana, and people don't see it from the outside. When you drive past the circle, you see the theater that's been there forever, and no one's been in it recently. Not that many people have come recently to see the amazing upgrades you've done, the sound quality, picture quality, things of that nature. And working with you both has been so easy. You've made it super easy to work with, super easy when we want to do another showing. Like, there's never been questions asked, and being able to do not only the movie, but then have the question and answer afterwards with the sound quality and seeing all the people. That's where we've got, everybody that's been in has gave amazing reviews back of saying like, wow, I didn't realize that they upgraded that much, or, the seats, the this, the that. And everybody's loved it. That's been.
Well, the thing that I loved about it is I've seen every premiere. I've been there every single time, but the amazing talent that is in Northeast Ohio. I'm always telling people, I mean, and when I say amazing talent, we're not just talking about the people that are on the camera. I mean, the actors were wonderful. They were great at the premiere, great with talk back and with the audience, engaging the audience, and some pretty interesting questions. I mean, we are talking about the mob here. We are talking about, based on actual events. So there's some very specific questions that's being asked, but people behind the cameras, the cinematographer, the DOPs, those people like that, that's the talent that you guys have, and the synergy that I've noticed is just, really kudos to you guys. Really a great product, great community. I mean, Brier Hill, Youngstown, I mean, it's legendary. So, I mean, how's that process been for you? It's been like a community of, like a family probably, right?
I mean, especially we run with a small crew. We had a next to nothing budget to start the movie. So we were working with just volunteers and things like that. As you know, Josh Menning is just beyond talent. His talent is just amazing. I don't think he gets enough recognition sometimes for that, because we've worked with other people in the past and the quality is just not the same. I mean, for this, not just for this area, but across the board. He just has amazing talent. Jimmy, same thing with his level of artistic abilities. Is just, it blows me away when he's able to just write this stuff off the blue. And like you said, the talent that we had, I mean, None of the actors were paid. They were all volunteers. They took their time. 90% of them were local or have local roots. So I think Youngstown gets overlooked sometimes, but we have a lot of huge talent that's in this area, and really good talent. I mean, we kept a small crew, so it was me, Jimmy, and Josh. Like, that was basically the bones of it. We had Jamie that came on later on, and she helped me with the, back scheduling and things like that. But we definitely got blessed with a lot of people in the area just willing to open up their doors, whether it was their home, their 1970s cars. Like, you found a Facebook group, and that's how we ended up getting the cars. Like,
Yeah.
like it was there's so much resource here. If you ask, people are so willing, especially, and then once they seen it, they were just amazed by it. So we just got really lucky with the community around us.
Well, yeah, and to add on that, I mean, for our viewing audience, and listening audience, when you say you're a producer of a film, I mean, there's so many definitions of what a producer is, in especially like so what's been your? I know you and I've had this conversation,
yeah.
But like from your standpoint, what does a producer do? Everybody sees what an actor does; they see it, but what does a producer in an independent film look
so
like?
I could be totally wrong. In my opinion, I'll show you my experience because this was totally new to me. I was just stepping into a new role, and I thought it sounded fun, and then all of a sudden I got executive producer attached to my name, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds really nice. But so basically, like all the behind the scenes scheduling, reaching out to, we had like places like the Golden Dawn, we had Brier Hill Pizza and Struthers, reaching out to all those business owners and just saying, hey, like we have a scene that we want to film in your restaurant or location, whatever business, and like, can we do it? And things like that. Making sure the talent was all ready, that they had the proper clothing. Since we worked with such a small crew, I mean, I was the one scheduling everything behind the scenes. So finding the cars, making sure the cars were there on the days we were shooting. If the weather was bad, we had to change things around because nobody wants to pull a 1970s car out in Ohio weather some days. So, I mean, it really had a lot. I mean, at one point I was like, I need to go on a vacation from my phone after this because I'm not used to being on my phone all day, every day. But I mean, it does a lot, and all three of us still worked full time. So balancing that and your work and your life and your kids and sporting events, and it was a full-time job on top of everything else in life.
Well, I mean, wonderful job. I mean,
yeah, well done.
Well done. What is I know a little bit of the process, but Jimmy shared a little bit about at the premiere. What is the hope? I guess what I'm trying to ask is the hope is to maybe have this be picked up and go to a festival and possibly streamed, or maybe go into a mainstream theater. Is that the hope for this movie?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have sent it out to some bigger, like mediocre places, similar to like a Netflix, things like that. Obviously, Netflix, HBO, any of your huge major streaming services can pick it up at any time. A lot of those are found at festivals. So festivals run from like the fall to like winter and things like that. So hopefully next year around this time, we'll be submitting it into more festivals and just seeing where it goes. I mean, it's great to give the opportunity for the actors and actresses that took all their time and resources to be scheduled for sets during the day and different things to get that award and show their talent. So they can win awards. It could be picked up by someone. It's just all how it goes. They have two ways of selling a movie. So you can sell it as a storyboard where the book, the movie, the script is all sold together and then they reproduce it how they feel. Or it can be sold as is and just produced straight onto a streaming service that way. And soon we will have it on your streaming services under our names too. I know Josh is working on that. He's kind of the guy for that. I would have not a clue how to do it besides YouTube. But I know that's been a lot of questions too, is when it's going to be on streaming. But that's in the process. It's not like you can just upload it like a Facebook post. You actually have to go through some approvals and different things like that. So it does take some time.
Well, we mentioned Josh. Josh is a dear friend of all of ours. Mm-hmm. Some of the things that I know about working with him, when you look at what I would say what separates your movie from some other independent films is Josh Menning, because you look at some independent films, they're working with resources and experience that they, maybe are startup, maybe they're not as experienced, but something as simple as color grading in a movie is extremely hard to make it look like it's real and make it comparable to a major film. And that's one of Josh's, in my opinion, one of his specialties is, shooting the video flat, but then color correcting afterwards. I'm watching this movie going, the visual aspect of this movie, this could be produced by a major, it looks to me like it could be produced by a major movie production company.
And I
that's
think
how good.
Anybody that bought tickets would say the same thing. I mean, you think of an independent film and you think of some things that you see on Tubi or different networks, and you think of it, I think you think of it in a certain way, and then you look at Josh's work and it just will blow things away compared to others. And he just has so much talent when it comes to the videography, and he's amazing to work with, and I can't say enough good things about Josh.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the next chance to see it is February 15th.
Yes.
At 2:00.
No,
at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock.
At 5 o'clock on February 15th. And we can expect a question and answer session that day as well?
Yes, and it's actually really exciting because our lead actors, almost all of them will be there.
Great.
And Johnny's coming in from Florida. Mark's coming in from New York. The rest are all still local here. And so I know that's one of, we pushed for it this time because everybody just raved about being able to ask those questions that, I might miss on Facebook because there's so many comments and questions and messages about how things are. And soon we might have another project as well.
Oh, that's exciting. And we're almost sold out. So for our listening or viewing audiences, now's the time to get those tickets because they're going fast, and that's a great thing. Be able to bring a community together in this way to provide a quality product that showcases some history in Youngstown, but it also brings our community out, and that's one of the things we like to do is produce a product that makes a positive impact on the community.
Yes, and I can't thank you both enough for your hard work to put into it because we both have our hands in it, and we wouldn't be able to. We sold out the first one, and I would say about 75% of the second and third, and this one's looking to be right on track for selling out as well. So, I mean, we were all in on that, and you guys have been amazing to work with.
It's been great to work together. It really has.
Yeah.
So thank you for that, and right back at you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and thanks for coming in today and telling us a little bit more about the background and how it all came together.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.